My name is Casey, and this is a game I made, To Be or Not to Be. It is a painful Shakespeare reference to a Shakespeare play that I'm not actually even that fond of, so it should be a good time. Before we launch here, a little bit of background. The story, as I have it in my head, is some guy or woman made spaceships after long extinct flying insects in an attempt to stave off a menacing geometric force in the galaxy. The galaxy in question is the one you see in the background, with the four planets and dust cloud with a lot of stars. It is an undiscovered galaxy to modern humans, so don't go looking for it, you will probably die, and I'll be somewhat responsible, and I don't want that. So we're gonna hop right in. You start as the bee character. You have pathetic little wings, and you are fat, and you fly around, and you take a ton of damage, as I'm doing now. If you click a certain button, primarily the right mouse button, you turn 180 degrees, and you start stinging stuff with your little pecker there. And you got to take out all the geometric menaci, whatever the hell. Oh, I'm an English major. I should know this. And then you turn into a wasp, and it's great, and you can shoot lasers, but you lose your stinger, and that really sucks, because now you have no melee, and so you must rely upon ranged attacks, which gets really difficult because your lasers do almost no damage, and I lost. Fun fact, I cannot beat any of the games I have ever made. They are too hard for me. I don't really know what to think about that. So, if we were to list something that could be improved upon, I think at the top of the list would be skill in the games that I create because I cannot, for the life of me, beat them. A little bit of information on the enemies whilst we're talking about insurmountable adversary. Each shape, as you can see, does a different thing and poses a different gameplay challenge. If I'm speaking louder, it's because I'm playing a really hard game that isn't even that difficult. The triangle. The triangle enemies follow the character around and pursue you relentlessly, like your ex-mother-in-law after the divorce, and she wants something from you, like the urn with her father's ashes that you probably took on the weekend, but you really don't remember doing it because you were probably drunk. Why, why am I doing this? So those are the triangles. The circles just kind of bounce around at a random speed that the game picks itself. Uh, it has an option to go slow, but see right here, it can go slow, but the game usually wants to go lightning fast because why not turn this game into a Dragon Ball Z fight? That's the only way it can happen, just complete light speed on your senses. And then the squares, they're kind of like that one cousin you have at the family reunions, if you still do those. They don't do anything, and they sit there and take up space. So those are the enemies. The circles also break up into the tinier circles, which I'm gonna end the mother-in-law references because I feel as though that could be bad. Bad news bears. Since I'm really bad at this game, I'm I'm gonna skip straight to the final character, which is the ultimate character and by far the most visually impressive in my opinion, which is the Hornet. The Hornet is a literal tank with super lasers and is the absolute most powerful character in the game. It takes a lot to get the Hornet, but it's worth it. As you can notice, his lasers bounce off the walls, meaning it's easier. But it also has a melee in the form of a giant drill. If anyone has seen Gurren Lagann, you understand just how great drills can be. And since the sprite and therefore hitbox is massive, you can really take out all these circles in one go. There really is no end state except for losing and dying, which you will do a lot. Um, you will do a lot. If we're talking about things to be improved on or something that went wrong, the original concept was to have these shapes have different hitboxes that you had to know and figure out. I realized very quickly that I'm not skilled enough in programming to do that. So instead, I just made the shapes do different things and called it a day. And it works very well. Another thing to improve on is if you notice when the sprite catches up with the cursor, it kind of goes to Party Town a little bit too hard there. Um, we really should just take it to a hospital, but um, they don't get rights in this work environment because I created them and I am their god. Therefore, they will do as I tell them to do. Something that went very well in the production of this game is nothing. Nothing went well. There was nothing that was easy. Everything was hard. Um, don't, don't, don't do this to yourself ever. I don't know why I like doing it, or how anyone likes doing it. It just happens. I don't even know what that means, and it came from my mouth. Where would I like to go with this game? First step, I want to make the window bigger because, let's be honest, this is a really small window for a really fast-paced game. I say as my bee trudges along the screen at a healthy. There we go. There. We're gonna click out of this and show you some code. So things I would like to have happen in the future. Um, I would like to stick more to the original design philosophy of different shapes do different things in regards to the hitboxes. But that'll take a little bit of programming expertise of which I have not. So we can wait for that though. Increased window size and maybe a story mode. I was thinking of a side-scrolling story mode in which we detail the exploits of the insect bees or insect spaceships on their way to find their creator, just to find out that their creator is a highly apathetic moron who really doesn't care about anything except for taquitos or something. Um, I can relate to that, especially when I've had a few too many on the weekday. To be or not to be. It was a blast to make, and hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to go to the bar and really just have a great time there.